Good evening and welcome to KSC TV News. I'm Tim Smith.
And I'm Melissa Salerno. Thanks for tuning in this evening.
Tomorrow's research scientists are getting a leg up today, right here on campus. It's a New Hampshire Idea Network of Biomedical Research Excellence Conference. I recently went there to find out how these future scientists are getting a head start on their futures. New Hampshire Idea Network of Biomedical Research Excellence is a support network for current students and graduates to succeed in their field. The network helps students with traveling to conferences, conducting research trips, providing supplies for studies and employment. KSC biology graduate and panel speaker Emily Neverett was able to spend her time doing more work for her career with help from the network.
I actually was funded by Embry for 2 whole years, 2013 and 2014, so that I was able to stay in the lab, Dr. Jason Pellettieri's lab, doing research versus, going home during my summers and working a local job somewhere. So that funding gave me a lot of opportunities to not only do some really meaningful research, but as well as present it and communicate it like I did today.
The conference helps young scientists find opportunities they might not know about. Junior chemistry student Robert Ryan says he plans to take advantage of those opportunities.
It's to get young students and research students like myself a chance to work here over the summer using our resources and going off on a project. And hopefully, if I get into the best program, I believe you get a stipend, which would be awesome.
From biology and chemistry to psychology and neurology, NHIMBRE will continue to help students achieve success in their careers during and after their college studies. I'm Tim Smith, KSC TV. NHIMBRE has directly helped over 90 Keene State students over the past 6 years.
The clown craze you've probably heard about across the country is hitting closer to home. Over the past few weeks, there have been clown sightings at many colleges, Keene being no exception. A social media craze has jump-started a dangerous new trend. Scary clown sightings have been at an all-time high this month. There have been reported sightings on the bike path behind the Butler Apartments, and also very late at night up at the Otterbrook Dam. With Halloween just around the corner, the safety of students has been a top priority for campus safety and KPD. If you see any clowns or even just suspicious activity, please call campus safety at 603-358-2228, or for emergencies, call 911.
The Keene Police Department has made an arrest connected to the robbery of a convenience store on November 12th. According to a KPD press release, the suspect was identified as 23-year-old Justin Thrasher. Thrasher was arrested as a suspect in the strong-arm robbery of Campus Convenience, a convenience store located on Winchester Street. There are no major injuries or weapons, though the owner of the store received minor facial cuts. KPD was able to make the arrest because of several anonymous tips following the press release.
With the elections coming up in less than a week, both political camps are ramping up their campaigns, and that includes visits to campus. I went to one of these recent campaign visits to see what students think about it.
Celebrities like Michelle Kwan have come to rally students and get them to the polls. Student voters are a huge demographic in every election. Since this election seems to be more heated than usual, the push for student votes has been more prevalent than ever.
They make the difference, and that is why, Hillary for America, our campaign, is continuing to campaign on college campuses like Keene State College, making sure people are excited and energized, and across the country, we are energizing the millennial and the young voters, and making sure that Hillary Clinton has put forward a comprehensive college affordability, what we call college compacts that impact their lives, and making sure that they turn out the vote, and, make sure that they're registered to vote. And
KSC has been making efforts to make voting for students fast and easy. The Student Center frequently has tables set up where students can register to vote. Students have plenty of issues they're focusing on this year. One of those is equality.
I believe in gender equality, so I would like to see women more respected, I guess you could say. I also think that not only does voting help each an individual, but I also think it could help our country succeed more.
One thing's for certain, if you don't show up to the polls, you can't have your voice heard.
You see a lot of polls, but the most important poll is November 8th, and making sure that people fought for the right to vote and make sure that you're accounted for.
KSC will be running shuttle buses to and from the police station all day so students can get to the polls. If you missed registration in the Student Center, you can always register at the door. KSC TV, Alyssa Salerno.
KSC shuttle buses will be running all day November 8th to the polling stations.
You can now register to vote right here on campus. Just go to the Student Center and look for the registration table. For this week and the next, students will be able to learn more information about registering and voting. Staff from Ward 4 established a new voter registration table in the Student Center for students to ask questions and register to vote. The staff's intention is to not only gather new voters in Keene, but generate more interest in elections.
Well, it gets them involved. I mean, if we come down here and they know that we're here to register, I think it gets them involved and tells them that we care about what they have to say.
You only need to bring a state ID to register. It doesn't matter if the ID is from out of state.
The pedestrian bridge over NH 101 in Keene is expected to be finished any day now. Construction was started back in April, and according to NewHampshire.gov, it was supposed to be completed by the end of October. Due to weather-related delays, though, construction did not finish by their expected date. The bridge is close to being complete. The outer body and railings have already been put up. The only thing missing now is the walkway. The bridge should be done and ready for bikers and students to use before next spring.
That's all for this edition of KSC TV. Thanks for tuning in.
We'll be back next week at the same time. We'll see you then, and have a good evening.